Thank you for being here today at another mastery of Mindset Mondays. I almost said Master Mondays, Mastery Mondays, but why not? We can master our mindset too, right? So if you are here, I'm giving you a high five. Give yourself a high five because you made it. You're watching this. And today our theme is about vision. And so many times in our world, we just kind of stay on autopilot because it's easier and it's what we know and it takes less effort, right? But if we really want to be intentional with what we desire, with what our perceived outcome wants to be, we need to make it intentional or else it won't happen. And that's where vision comes in. So today, will you join me? I invite you to join me to create your vision for what's ahead for you in the coming months, in the coming quarter, and what lies ahead for you in your world. And so the first step here is really to just move through this, and we're going to use breath work as part of that process. And so whether this is your first time with me or you've been doing a few of these Mindset Mondays, breath work is a really, really powerful way to move thoughts, feelings, energy through the body, because energy can get stuck in literally our cellular level when we are not expressing it, whether that's through voice, meaning even tone or sound, through movement, which can be things like shaking your hands, dancing, going out in nature for a walk, jumping jacks. It's really just about moving your body. And the third way is breath. And breath can be one of the most conscious, easy go-to tools that you can have in your tool set for mastering your mindset. It's something you can do in parallel with meditation or as part of your meditation or your mindful practices, but it's also, I think of it like the guidance that we need from the neck down. We have all this intelligence going on all the time. However, how connected are we to that, to access that all the time, whether it's emotions, whether it's gut feelings or urges that we instinctually have in the moment, or noticing, just literally awareness of how are we feeling in our body. Maybe it's a tense issue, like a tense part of our physical body. Maybe it's a part that feels open. Like these are all cues that we can grow and build our own awareness into. And breath work is one of the most powerful ways to do that. In addition, it also heals. It heals anything from past traumas in our life, whether that was 90 years ago or 9 days ago or 9 minutes ago, and makes room for new things to emerge and to come forth because we've actually been healing ourselves through that power. All right, so for today, we're going to do a breath pattern, and I'll put on some music for this, but just allow yourself to really ease into this. And I invite you to do it at your own pace, but we're simply just going to be inhaling through our nose and exhaling through our mouth. This is a beautiful breath pattern. It's very basic, but also very powerful, called the Halo Active. So continuing to cycle this breath, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth audibly, like you could hear someone next to you if they were right there breathing in this way, or someone could hear you. Let's just practice that a few times with me. Beautiful. There you go. You've got it, right? And that's it. That's all we're going to do today. It's super, super basic. I might ask at the very end to do a top hold or a bottom hold, meaning hold it at the top. This is really powerful for feeling our expansion, actually owning our vastness that can be very additive and increase our capacity. And if we exhale and hold at the bottom, right here is where we can also feel the expansion and the depth. You feel literally gravity as you empty your lungs out and have the pull there and desire to inhale, yet you're right on that verge. And that's where the body can really access its own mechanisms for stress release response, because we're activating those in a healthy way. All right, so back to our vision today, and you can just breathe normally here as I share. I'm going to start the music. Just go ahead and close your eyes if that feels good for you. Feeling your feet on the floor. Beautiful. Feeling your feet on the floor. Knowing I create my desires. I create my vision. Feeling this invitation to be in this space. Finding your center. Continuing to rest into your breath, leaning into that inhale and exhale, just beginning to take rhythm. Finding your energetic center, just feeling that in your body. Where do you feel your center right now? Maybe you can put a hand on that where you feel that. Maybe it's your solar plexus, maybe it's your heart. It could be anywhere, your feet. Just allowing yourself to recognize that awareness of where your center is. And know that you are sovereign in this time, meaning you have complete control over how you want to breathe, the space that you're in, the thoughts that you think and return to or not. Just know you are so safe and held here. As the leader that you are, this beautiful being of presence. We'll begin the breath pattern here at your own pace. When I create my desires. Just thinking that through. Might be on the inhale, I create. Filling those lungs a little more. Exhale, my desires. Create my desires. I create my vision. And if this breath is feeling activating for you, great. That is the idea, that we are bringing and calling forth our own aliveness right now. Our aliveness, our life flow and force. It's how we move through this world. And intentionally setting our vision on where we want to go, who we could become, is giving ourselves directionality. And just notice if there's any other thoughts here. Bring them back to your breath. If you've noticed your thoughts start to move into different thoughts, that's okay. It's totally normal. Remember to focus on your breath to bring yourself back. I create my desires. What is your version of vision for this time now? Vision comes from a place of possibilities and openness. What is your vision as you continue to breathe here? Envision your quality of life as the person you desire to be, who you are calling forward. Using and letting go of the first person, of the how. How do I do this? Just know that is not needed, but letting go of this in your breath, and especially in the exhale, can serve you. I create my desires, keeping this beautiful, simple mantra. This is your vision coming forward. Maybe it's a thought that served you. Maybe it's a feeling. Just notice where it resides in your body. You put a hand there to connect with that area. To orient in any given moment, today or any day in the future. Maybe your vision is to continue to breathe. Maybe it's I enjoy myself. Or I feel recharged. I honor my aliveness. I follow my aliveness. I allow my aliveness to be present to guide me. Continuing to breathe. What resonates with you? What is coming up? Do you feel relaxed? And to feel grateful? Maybe words are resonating, maybe they're sliding away. Just know it is all in service to your desires. This is your time. Maybe there's a word coming up for you or a phrase. What is that for you? Allow yourself to play in this space of curiosity, just bringing your curiosity, even if there is judgment, that's okay. Simply allow that to be present. And let yourself truly just step into your presence. That's it. What is your vision? I'm just taking a few more rounds of this halo active breath now, inhaling through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. This is you anchoring in this vision and this desired state. Imagine that state is here now. And you are this desire. You are your vision. What is that for you? Only you and you alone will know. What is that feeling for you? See if you can allow yourself to feel this now, like you are already there. Maybe you have a further vision that your desires here are with the folks and people who you surround yourself with, who are your allies, the relationships that matter to you. And it might be you yourself. Beautiful. Just taking a couple deep final breaths here. We'll take a top hold here if that feels good for you, at the very top. Holding your breath at the very top, feeling that expansion in your lungs, feeling the vastness that is available, the space that is always here for you. How long can you be in relationship with this space to feel this presence that is here for and with you? Exhale only when your body allows you to let go. As you exhale slowly through your mouth, just coming back to your state of balance. We'll take one more breath here, inhaling through the nose, and then we'll exhale, letting out any sigh, any sounds that feel good for you. Letting that breath exhale out and holding at the bottom. That's the bottom hold if it feels good, and only if it feels good. What is here for you in this space? Giving yourself permission to access and to be curious of what's here. Inhaling when you feel called to inhale through your body. And releasing that breath pattern now, just normal breath, normal breathing. Beautiful work here, just continuing to breathe. Letting the body breathe itself. And just notice where your energy has shifted, if it has shifted now. Where is your energy? Maybe taking a hand here and connecting it with any part of you on your person in your body that feels good to connect. Feeling that intimacy that is always there, remembering the sense of self that is present. Continuing just normal breaths here. Feeling the chair underneath you. Feeling your feet on the floor. Just noticing what's shifted and acknowledging yourself for this work, for being present. Your intentionality to bring forward your vision and your desires for what's ahead. And knowing that you fully can become this vision. Acting as if. Taking it till you make it. Embodying those feelings as if they've already occurred. Sending yourself some gratitude in this time and space. What has transpired here? And when you feel ready, and only when you feel ready, you can flutter your eyes open, looking around into your space, noticing the colors, noticing the textures. If you're by a window, what the environment is outside, what is alive right now with you. Beautiful. And this last piece is so important to reflect. So I invite you to take a journal or a piece of paper that you feel called to. I do recommend paper. There you go. Anything is paper. Anything is possible in paper, as your brain has certain downloads versus downloads of when you write in your own handwriting to process your thoughts and feelings versus actually typing. If you have to type, then go ahead. Whatever is coming up for you, I would love you to just take a moment and process. This is you integrating this work so that you can bring it forth and not just forget about it as a part of your day that occurred this week, but an actual element that is influencing everything you do. And that doesn't happen unless we integrate it. So please take a moment, even a minute, 30 seconds here as we wrap up. And give yourself the moment to just process whatever's coming up for you. Breathwork, a lot of times, is a modality without words. It's not a verbal response. Sometimes when we put a pen to paper, It allows us to create the words that would otherwise escape us, as they exist as just thoughts. When we allow ourselves to write it tangibly, you harness and anchor those in as cues for what you've experienced and what is possible. So, my friends, thank you so much. It's been an honor to be here today. And remember, you create your vision and desires. And I invite you to continue to do so. And I will see you here next time, which will be the new year. Take care.